Good morning. Good morning. My name is Chebbi. I'm a Pan-African activist. I come from a generation that changed the course of history. A generation that started the first 21st century peaceful revolutions that started in my country, Tunisia, and swept across the continent, calling for justice and dignity. And that's why we call it the revolution of dignity. Every revolution has been driven by youth, and Africa's revolution will be driven by youth. A revolution of transnational solidarity, because Pan-Africanism is fundamentally rooted in solidarity. I lead a movement called Africa Youth Movement. We are a community of African youth who are leading and transforming this continent from a place of love and innovation. We started as a Facebook group in 2012 with 500 members. And today we are a Pan-African grassroots movement of 10,000 members from 42 countries. Building our power, building one of Africa's largest youth-led movements. We're not trying to stop youth from being angry and frustrated, but we're trying to channel that energy into social change. We're trying to create and organize spaces for them to be empowered, to be themselves, to shape their collective identities, to share their struggles. We empower them to occupy the leadership position they deserve. And we stand in solidarity with our comrades at Fees Must Fall, Angola 15, Gambia Has Decided, Togo Debout, Justice for Noura, and endless other campaigns. And we speak up and we advocate for African youth agenda around the world to be at the center of international discourse. We will continue the fight, but we need Mandela's generation to support us, to listen to us, to coach us. It has become so difficult to be an activist today because you are trying to be sane in the middle of the madness, to make sense of what happens and turn it into policy recommendations and strategies when your people's lives are on the line, where thousands of youth are dying on the Mediterranean and some other millions are trapped in conflicts and displaced. And most of us activists are exhausted. So if we want to remain a spark of hope, we need everyone's support. We need everyone to stand by our side. I just want to leave you with one message. The Africa we want to build is an Africa where we value the contribution and the leadership of women, because there is no Pan-Africanism without feminism, but also the Africa where we value our youth, because there is no democracy without youth, there is no revolution without youth, and there is no walk to freedom without youth.